and a will. The executor will go to the court to go and obtain what we call probate. And once the probate is issued by the registry, it's a title document. The executor can use the document to sell the estate property. And in the absence of a will, the family member can collect letter of administration, which can also be used. It's also a title document. You have what we call an assent. Assent is if there's a will and you have executor and they have procured letter of probate, the executor will now convey the property to the children who are the beneficiary. The document the executor gives to the children that are the beneficiary is what we call assent. Then final court judgment, sometimes the traditional history. Those are the title documents. Traditional history simply means maybe village land where the family, the community, they don't have a document over the place because they inherited it from generation to generation. But usually they have a layout or a survey plan. As you can see from the list there, you will not see a survey plan there. A survey plan is not a title document. It is not. It only shows the location of the land and then the size of the land. So if you want to buy land, somebody say a survey plan that we have, it's not a title document. Even purchase receipt is not a title document simpliciter, except if it's coupled with possession. But it's always much, much better to procure consent or deed of assignment. Importance of land. Land is everything. It's everything. There's a nexus between the economic prosperity of an individual and the society and land. Land and the resources that come from it. When we are alive, we get food from it, we get shelter, and many other things. And when we are dead, the land will also accept our remain. And sometimes this property you acquire, you may end up sleeping there. And if it's a property that is troubled, and then you are buried there, and tomorrow somebody take over the property because due diligence was not done at the very beginning, and they bring a bulldozer because they want to reconstruct something else there, and then they begin, that is not very pleasant. So because of the importance of land, it's not something you go to, like you get to supermarket to go and buy an item there. Because it's so very important, there's need for you to do proper investigation before you buy. Whether a developed property you want to buy or undeveloped land, the first thing you do, please, you need a lawyer. The services of a lawyer are indispensable here. And as we go along, you will know why a lawyer services are indispensable if you want to buy a piece of land or a developed property. Then if it's undeveloped land, you need the services of a surveyor. A surveyor, very, very important. Because the surveyor will be able to tell you the status of the land. You need these two professionals, you need to get them ready. Then the third one, you look at the size of your budget. You want to buy land and look at how much you have. How much you have will determine where you will go and look for land. Because you cannot have 2 million and you want to go and buy land in Aja. So if someone invites you and say, no, it's my brother, he died, we just want to sell and travel abroad. Cheap price is a red flag. It's a red flag. So whatever budget that you have, determine where you go. If your money is not big, you know where you go. Then when you have settled for the location where you want to buy the land, the next thing you will be hearing Lagos State government officials saying that over the media of recent, find out what that area is zoned for in planning. Because there are some places in Lagos, they are zoned for agricultural purposes, some for industrial purposes, some for residential purposes. You had the Commissioner of Physical Planning in Lagos over the television the other day. Most of the housing estate you have in Nigeria there, some of the places there are zoned for agricultural purposes. And no matter how long you stay there, the day the government is ready, they will come there with their bulldozer and they will remove your structure there. So when you find out that one, and you can easily get that one by walking into any of these planning authority offices all over Lagos, they have the data and they'll be able to advise you whether the place is meant for residential purpose or not. So when you are done with that one, and now you get to the land, if it's undeveloped land, like I said earlier, go with your surveyor. With his GPS, he will take the pictures and the coordinate of that area so that I can go and cross-check for you at the office of the Surveyor General. One, to know whether that land falls under government acquisition or not. The seller may have given you a survey plan, and the survey plan will read not under acquisition. That may not be totally correct. Because fraudulently, particularly some of these fake surveyors, they fly coordinates. They'll go and take coordinates of land that is free from acquisition, and they will fly it over as coordinate of land that is under acquisition. And then they give you a survey plan, and you think that the land is free. It may not be free. So because of that, you need your own surveyor who will go there and tell you the gospel truth about the status of the land. So when you are done with all this and you are now ready, then, like I said, you need a surveyor, and then you visit the land. Whether it's a developed property or it's undeveloped land, you have to visit the land. And when you get there, the parameter you look out for are this. Check whether there's power line around the place. Because if there's power line or pipeline, you need to keep some distance away from that. Because it is not even good for you, and it's a prohibited zone. Then you find out whether there's a big canal in that area as well too. Like the one happening in Maryland now. People build very close to that system 1. The thing has been there for so many years. They encroach into the alignment, and then there's a problem. Road alignment. Then you check whether it's an area that suffers flooding. You find out that one. Then when you see signage, like buyer beware, or you have a fence somewhere, and you see that a portion of the fence has been repainted. Maybe in the past, somebody has written buyer beware there, or a suit number has been written there. And the person who wants to sell will simply take a paint to the place and clean it off. You will not know. So when you see things like that, they constitute a red flag, and there's need for you to run away. And when you see people there, like for example, on developed land, usually they give it to mechanic, they give it to this mini block industry. Ask them questions. There are people that know the history and the true owner of that place. So they will assist you. You know what is there. And now, if what you want to buy is a property that's already been built, there will be tenants there. Those tenants can give you information. Then ask them the kind of tenancy or leases they have there. Because some of them may have long leases, particularly property in prime area like Victoria Land and Ikoyi there. Some leases could go as far as 30 years. And you don't do your due diligence, you buy from the landlord, you will have the lessee, that is the tenant on the property, to contend with. So there's need to do that. The quality of the finishing. It's a house. You were not there when the foundation was made. There is need for you to go with your structural engineer. And if possible, you can conduct non-destructive tests on the property to know the structural stability of the property before you put your money there. Then sometimes in some locations like Aja and Lekki area, check the quality of the water there. Very, very important. Because sometimes you just see the land you buy, you are building, you don't care about the water. It is when you want to move in there, you now want to get a borehole and put there, you